if I'm gonna freeze to death, it's gonna be all recorded.
Today we are not gonna be doing a workout unless we can do a workout in the car, but that is gonna be quite challenging. So we're not gonna be doing a workout, but we're gonna focus on another important aspect of being fit and healthy, and that will be recovery processes. We're gonna head over to a friend of mine who, with the help of his brother, has invented a machine that can greatly improve and speed up the recovery process of the body, and also it can help with some chronic pains. I'm gonna give you a hint. Well, I guess if you are watching this video, you're an athlete or someone who likes to keep healthy. So you have also heard of Joe Rogan and maybe listened to his podcast, and how many times he had mentioned the benefits of the cryotherapy and the post-workout cryotherapy that he's doing. Also, maybe you have heard of Rhonda Patrick, or at the very least you have probably heard of Mr. Wim Hof, the Iceman, the guy who is just walking around with his shorts, probably climbing Everest or swimming in the ice waters and exposing his body basically to a very low temperatures for prolonged time. And yeah, so we're gonna head over to Nick. We need to leave now, otherwise we're gonna be late, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Cryotherapy that we're gonna be discussing today is the targeted one, because there's many cryotherapies. It's the cryotherapy that you can do in the chambers, the cryotherapy that you can do at home in the ice bath, and also you can just put an ice pack on your back. That's probably again a type of cryotherapy. But now let's hear a little bit more from someone who is more familiar with the types of cryotherapy.
Hi, so I'm Nick. I work for TruCryo. We're a UK based company specialising in cryotherapy devices, and hopefully we can sort of demystify some of the things you may read about cryotherapy, and talk about a lot of the positives that you get with cryotherapy. So the one thing that we're sort of specifically going to talk about is targeted cryotherapy, what benefits it can have for you as an athlete, or just for general things for just a healthy lifestyle. What our device does, and a lot of cryotherapy does, its main purpose is to reduce inflammation. So whether that's acute inflammation, something that's like a trauma, you have a break, you have a sprain, or something like chronic inflammation where it's things like arthritis or any sort of degenerative disease like that, cryotherapy can also help those people as well. So it's not just for the elite athletes who are extreme doing sports and their body's constantly in recovery. It's also for people day to day, just for help with soreness, fatigued muscles, and pain management.
I'm not gonna freeze to death. It's not gonna make me...
So what we're trying to do with all cryotherapy, so you might read a cryo chamber goes down to minus, say, 135 degrees Celsius, or our device, for example, it's minus 78 degrees. But what we're trying to do is not get your body down to minus 78 degrees, because you'll be dead. We'd kill you. What we're trying to do is cause a thing called thermal shock, and that is when you get below 4 degrees rapidly, your body responds in a certain way. The easiest way I can put it is, if you were to have an ice bath and you were to slowly lower yourself into it gently and then stay in that bath, you get like a prolonged cooling. That's not a good way to cool, because you'll get hypothermia and you could die. You start to shiver, which is a really bad way your body reacts. But if you were to jump in that ice bath, your body acts completely differently. It's called thermal shock because it shocks the system, and from that thermal shock you get a huge amount of beneficial responses that your body does. The first thing it does is it vasoconstricts your blood vessels, and when you get this vasoconstriction, it takes any soreness or fatigue away instantly. So as soon as I do the cryo, it will knock out any pain. When you get this vasoconstriction, you also release a hormone in your body called norepinephrine.
The cold itself increases norepinephrine, which is used to treat ADHD. It's used to treat depression. They're giving norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors to treat that.
And norepinephrine is like adrenaline. Well, it's a cousin to adrenaline, and you know what adrenaline does. So adrenaline is a potent painkiller, so it will kill pain straight away. So this is one of the huge benefits of cryotherapy, you know, especially with elite athletes. What we're finding now is if you rapidly cool the body, you get a lot more spasticity in your muscles and a lot more supple.
Actually, I haven't tested myself. I have never done the cryo chambers, but I have done the ice baths, the one that I do. Probably many of you have tried at home when you do the ice shower, the cold showers, not ice bath, the cold showers is what I've done. So I've done cold showers, I've done them for almost a year now, and whether I have experienced any benefits, I don't really know, but one thing I know, I didn't get sick, that's for sure, so it didn't harm me. What I wanted to ask you, what is the difference between the cryo, the targeted cryo, and the cryo chamber? What is, because to me it sounds very similar. I don't know what are the differences.
When you get an injury, they always say ice it, use compression on it, and elevate it. So with a cryo chamber, you get the ice bit of that ice compression elevate. With localized, we use a gas which is under pressure, so it comes out with a lot of force, so you're getting ice and compression, and it's those two things that are really important when dealing with an injury. Ice is good, ice really works well, but the compression also helps with the inflammation and also penetrate the tissues a lot deeper.
Now, I said that I could not find the difference, but one thing I can immediately see, you can definitely not bring a chamber out here, can you? It does look cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you're gonna...
Yeah, I'll show you how it works. So this is invented by my brother, who's a very clever engineer, and he was into Star Trek when he was a kid, so hence why it looks like this, because it looks like the phaser from Star Trek. The only consumable that you need is gas, and this is the only thing. We've got a big bottle here. It's a very big bottle, but you can actually get bottles big enough, they're like a Coke-sized bottle that go in a backpack, so it's very portable. So you can take it trackside like this on a trolley, but you can also carry it on your backpack. We've got a guy over in Manhattan who visits.
Just carries it in a backpack.
Just carries it in a backpack. He goes, visits all the gyms. He's dealing with a lot of MMA fighters over there, and rather than go to a cryo chamber, he goes to their gym and he treats them at the gym.
Oh, cool.
See that come out? That's very, very cold, trust me. That's minus 78. So what I'm trying to do with that gas is get the injury site down to below 4 degrees. That's when you get this vasoconstriction. And I can do that in seconds with this. It doesn't take minutes. So even if someone comes in and they've got an injury, it's gonna take me, they're gonna be in and out in a minute. Some people, you know, with chronic conditions like arthritis, it's just something they got to live with. It's, you know, the arthritis isn't going to get any better, really. Yeah. So for those kind of people, my brother has a few issues himself with pain and ankylosing spondylitis, and so for him, he just lives with pain day to day. And for him to have the cryo, just to knock that pain out for a few days, it's hugely beneficial. For elite athletes, you'll see, like, you know, football teams like Manchester United, Everton, they all go use the cryo chambers and things like that. We're actually trying to get this into a couple of football teams as we speak.
Shall we do it?
Yeah,
Shall
sure.
we see what is it like?
So what I need to do is I need to expose your shoulder, so you need to take your top off.
Okay. That's gonna be probably the more awkward thing to do out taking the top off than to
Yeah.
have my body exposed to that temperature, but it's alright. It's not the first time that I'm gonna take my top off. Alright, that is gonna be the experiment. If I'm gonna freeze to death, it's gonna be all recorded.
Okay,
Right.
so we're recording?
Yes?
Right.
That's cold!
It's gonna come out cold now. Shit. Yeah?
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Very cold.
Alright,
There
that
you
is extremely cold. That's for sure, but
So what happens now is you get the...
it's all numb a little bit, if I can describe it like this.
Yeah. So you can imagine if you had pain now, it just knocks it
Yeah.
out straight away. Doesn't mess about. Now
Wow.
your body's quickly warming up, so your blood vessels have gone 4 times the usual size.
Yeah.
So they went like this, and now they're like...
Unfortunately, the battery of the camera died and I was not able to record on the camera, so I had to grab my phone and record what the cryotherapy, the targeted cryotherapy looked like. Still, I think I've managed to give you a good idea of what that looks like, especially Nick with his explanation. And of course, you're gonna have to judge for yourselves if that is gonna be something good for you, something that you can benefit from, something that's gonna help you to recover faster. You can do your own research and see it for yourself. Okay, that was for me for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.